Black Clover is absolutely insane right now. The latest reveals in the manga are almost too crazy to believe, but here we are. The final villain, Lucius, is about to obtain unfathomable power. He is about to become a literal god with the power to control, create, or destroy anyone he wants. If Asta wants to defeat Lucius and save Sister Lily along with the rest of the world, he will have to abandon his humanity and become a dark god himself. The final battle in Black Clover is almost here, and it will be a clash of gods. A clash that could either destroy or save the entire world. So let's get into it. You guys know how this works. If you enjoy our Black Clover videos and you want to see more in the future, leave a quick like and comment right now. It only takes you a second, but it helps us with that YouTube algorithm. And if you're one of the over 50% of people who watch our videos but are not subscribed yet, do me a big favor and make this the video that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. Subscribing on YouTube is completely free, but it makes a real difference. Finally, this video will contain Black Clover manga spoilers, so please proceed with caution. You have been warned. So, we all know that Asta's focus in this current arc has been on training his anti-magic Zetten. And that is exactly what he was doing as Sister Lily and the other paladins invaded Hino country. The paladins resurrected the legendary 5-headed dragon, and then they started wreaking havoc in Hino. Since Asta was still busy training, at least at first, and since he wasn't yet ready to use his Zetten, members of the Ryuzen 7 attempted to stop the paladins. They fought fiercely and bravely, and they bought Asta valuable training time. But after some serious fighting, and after Ichika learned the dark truth about her father and her repressed memories, most of the Ryuzen looked like they were on their last leg. The paladins and that gigantic dragon looked like they had a clear advantage, but before Ichika and the others could be seriously hurt, Asta stepped in to protect Ichika. Our boy's training was finally complete, and he was now ready to face the paladins, including his beloved Sister Lily. Asta used his newly acquired anti-magic Zetten as the ultimate counterattack against that Revchi-looking paladin whose name is Irul. With those newfound powers, Asta managed to take him out quickly and efficiently, which surprised everyone, including Lily and Heath. Yosuga of the Ryuzen 7 then faced off against Heath, while Asta was forced to confront Sister Lily. This entire time, Asta has believed that despite Lucius's control over her, Sister Lily doesn't actually want to hurt him, and that is why she transported him to Hino instead of just killing him when she had the chance. Now, Lily denies that she is being controlled, and she reiterates that Asta has to die for the greater good. She then assaults him with both water magic and spatial magic, but as the fight progresses, Lily remembers Asta as a child, and she hesitates. Eventually, she admits that she doesn't really want to kill Asta, but she feels compelled to kill him because Lucius has convinced her that killing Asta is the only way to achieve happiness and world peace. Clearly, Sister Lily is still herself on the inside, but she is simply being temporarily manipulated by Lucius. Asta recognizes this, and he knows that if he plays his cards right, he may be able to use anti-magic to negate the effects of Lucius's control and bring the real Lily back. And so, Asta slashes through Lily's body with anti-magic, but not with the intent to kill her or even injure her. Rather, he wants to free her from the effects of Lucius's magic by purging his magic from her body using anti-magic. As Asta's anti-magic collides with Sister Lily, she collapses out of the sky. But thankfully, Asta is there to grab her and place her gently on the ground. A tearful Lily apologizes to Asta for saying such horrible things about him, and she is full of regret for all the other terrible things that she's done under the influence of Lucius. It's clear that Asta did succeed in bringing the old Sister Lily back, but there's a catch. She is now extremely weak and barely able to talk. Lily explains that she became a nun because she couldn't take the pointless discrimination and classism of the nobles. And so she wanted to do her part to promote peace and equality by dedicating herself to God and to helping the less fortunate. But she soon realized that even within the church, discrimination and classism were rampant. So she decided to abandon the noble realm and head into the Forsaken realm, where she could work directly with those who were less fortunate and being discriminated against. And now, after everything she's been through, Sister Lily feels like she betrayed what she stands for because Lucius manipulated her into doing terrible things. Things that she never would have done if she was in control of her own body and mind. Asta and Ryu assure Lily that this is not her fault, and that thanks to Asta and anti-magic, she will be saved along with everyone else. But Sister Lily has a dire warning for Asta. She tells him that Lucius is already preparing for the final battle inside the Clover Kingdom. And actually, there are only 3 days left until his so-called Judgment Day. As many of us predicted long ago, Lucius is planning to combine the magic of the Zogratis siblings, body, blood, and bone magic, together with his own soul magic in order to gain access to unfathomable power. With all 4 of these magic powers combined, he will be able to alter people's minds and bodies at will, and he will even be able to create people from nothing, like an actual god. Then, when his Judgment Day arrives, he plans to take control of all the magic in the entire world and become a truly omnipotent force, the most powerful being in the history of the world. That is absolutely insane when you think about it. Imagine the ability to alter and even create human minds and bodies like an actual creator god. For those of you familiar with Full Metal Alchemist, this reminds me of someone who is able to use a philosopher's stone. Someone who is able to use alchemy freely without regard for equivalent exchange. I absolutely love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. So I would love to see the final battle against Lucius in Black Clover achieve something similar to the final battle against Father in Full Metal Alchemist. Honestly, this setup for the final battle has a ton of potential. With these massive reveals about Lucius's godly power, the stakes are incredibly high. And it goes without saying that the fate of the entire world is on the line. What an incredible final battle this is going to be. Lily apologizes again for all her actions, and with tears flowing down her face, she reveals just how ashamed she is that Lucius was able to control her in this way. But Asta refuses to let Sister Lily take the blame for this. He tells her that this is not her fault, and he vows to make Lucius pay for what he's done. With a fierce intensity in his eyes, Asta swears that he will defeat Lucius. Sister Lily then loses consciousness, and Ryu explains that although she isn't dead, she won't be able to open her eyes again until Lucius is defeated. Clearly, there are some serious after effects of Lucius's possession that are still impacting Lily, and because of those after effects, she will not be able to fully recover until he is defeated. As Fumito uses recovery Yojutsu on Lily, Asta tells her to wait for him. He will defeat Lucius and set things right again, and he will then come back for her when all is said and done. But first things first, Asta declares that before he does anything else, he will slay the massive 5-headed dragon himself. And as the gigantic dragon moves towards Asta, the chapter comes to an end. This is big. Not only do we have a 3-day time limit before Asta has to return to the Clover Kingdom and defeat Lucius, but we also now know that Asta's anti-magic Zetten can be extremely effective against Lucius's power. On top of that, we know that the final battle will be a clash of gods because Lucius is about to attain outright godly power. And in order for Asta to actually defeat him, he will have to bring his own anti-magic powers to the level of a dark god. As exciting as all this is, it does make me wonder, will Asta have to renounce part of his own humanity in order to defeat Lucius in the end? Will he have to make a deal with the devil, let's say Astaroth, in order to take his powers to the next level? Or will he maybe be forced to unleash so much anti-magic that he can no longer control it and he goes berserk? We all know how shonen works, and how stories work in general. With insane godly powers, there are always consequences. And if Asta is going to become strong enough to defeat an actual god, he will need to make some sacrifices. We know that Asta is not the type of person who would ever sacrifice someone else. So could he sacrifice himself? Could he sacrifice his own soul in order to gain enough power to defeat Lucius? Could Asta's soul become corrupted as a result of some sort of deal with a devil? As we get closer and closer to the end, I keep thinking about the fact that one of the strongest devils in the world, the time magic devil Astaroth, just went missing from the underworld, and to this day he hasn't been introduced in the series. There is certainly a good reason for this, and Tabata is definitely cooking something big in relation to Astaroth. Honestly, I can't wait to see what Tabata has planned for Astaroth. Oh, and also Asta's dad, because that's another mystery that is yet to be revealed. What do you guys think? Who is Asta's dad, and is he related to Astaroth? Will Asta become some sort of dark anti-magic god in order to defeat Lucius? Will he have to sacrifice some part of his humanity, like for example his very soul, in order to gain enough power to triumph over Lucius? Don't forget to leave your feedback down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this Black Clover video and you want to see more in the future, leave a quick like and comment right now. It only takes you a second, but it helps me out a lot. And if you are one of the over 50% of people who watch our videos but haven't taken the time to subscribe yet, do me a big favor and make this the moment that you subscribe. With the way YouTube works, even if you watch our videos regularly, you're still not going to be notified of every video unless you're subscribed and you hit the bell and you select that option that says all. It's definitely annoying, but it's just how YouTube works. If you're looking for a video to watch next, don't ignore this video right here on the screen. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.